which he was responding to how Iran would respond to the assassination of Ismail Haniyeh. Here is what he said. So,
in the United States of America.
The government of Israel would, of course, say that the reason they are retaliating against Hezbollah is Hezbollah has been raining rockets in northern Israel, has driven 60, 70,000 people out of their homes. These are men, women, and children. These are civilians. And that Israeli response is a response to those Hezbollah rocket attacks.
Do you believe that? In Gaza, the same Israel, how many people have they murdered? More than 41,000 people. What have they done to the Israelis for them to deserve to have their hospitals, their schools, men, women, children, old and young targeted? How many Israelis were killed, in response to which they have killed so many, tens of thousands? Did the children kill anyone? Did the women murder anyone? Is someone who's hospitalized murder anyone? Today at the United Nations, they were saying that 200 United Nations personnel were martyred on that land. So who believes really what Israel says? Now, if Hezbollah can muster the strength to even, let's assume, rain down thousands of rockets, how many people have they killed? Israel, on the other hand, they commit acts of terror. They go wherever they wish. They attack countries at will. They go wherever they wish and commit assassinations. They've done that for decades. And the greatest international government committing international acts of terror is Israel. Today, through their paramilitary and other organizational personnel, UAVs, aerial bombardments, they're committing these crimes every day. And on the night of my inauguration as the new president of the Islamic Republic of Iran, they came to our capital city and they martyred Ismail Haniyeh. Who does that? Now, these are terrorists, the ones who wish to only defend their land and their dignity and their country. You know, coming up with the appropriate and right numbers is not that big of an effort. Let's see how many have been victims of those who commit the actual terror and how many lives have been lost for defending one's dignity and territorial integrity. Who is it in this framework that has no value for humanity? And the world sees this, the world witnesses this, and the powers are defending this, the powers that are so-called defenders of human rights. This is embarrassing.
You have said that Iran reserves the right to respond in the time, manner, and place of its choosing to the assassination of Ismail Haniyeh. Are you saying that you will for sure respond in some way to that assassination?
If international organizations cannot make this individual sit down and stand down, and they keep allowing someone who unfortunately has the means to commit such atrocities, then naturally we will give the appropriate response.
Yeah. Scott, in your opinion, what was the essence of what he was talking about in terms of the way that we have to find a solution for what's going on with Israel in order to all of this assassination that has been going on for decades?
Well, the first thing is he made it clear that there's no moral equivalence between Israel and Hezbollah. And it's not Israel that comes out on top. He made it clear that Israel is the evil, is the bad, is doing the wrong. That you can't, Fareed Zakaria's, question, the implication was that it's Hezbollah that is the root of all problems here. No, Israel is the root of all problems. But the fascinating thing and the big takeaway here is he didn't say, yes, Iran will strike. We have to strike. We're going to strike at a time and place of our choosing. He didn't say that. What he said is, if the world can't make this man sit down, if you can't bring an end to these policies, then we have no choice but to do something about it. But if Iran is not going to be the destabilizer here, that if stability and peace can be brought into the region, then Iran, isn't going to say, oh yeah, but you killed this guy back in July, so we have to bomb you. I know everything's going well. I know peace is breaking out all over, but we got to bomb you. That's not what they're saying. They're saying, basically saying, we're willing to draw a line and say,